In this video, we will go over making edits to our media files on the timeline. We will cover splitting, stitching, and deleting media. We will also cover adjusting its duration. To demonstrate editing media elements, we are going to use the media B data file. So after opening it, let's start by showing the marker view using the Ctrl+M hotkey. We are going to cover deleting. Let's move to the marker named Remove Empty Space and Sigh. Set the playback from around the 36th second mark. We can see that there is a gap and also what sounds like a page being turned and a sigh. We want to remove that by deleting it. Let's move our playhead to where the trainer finishes saying workbook, which is around the 37-minute and 15-second mark. Next, we are going to locate the point which is red and on the right side of the playhead. Once we locate it, we are going to click and drag it until we reach the 40-second mark on the timeline. As you can see, there is now a selection that we have made. We can now delete the selection by pressing the backspace or delete key on our keyboard. Another way to delete the selection is by right-clicking the selection and clicking delete. We are now going to cover splitting. Let's navigate to the marker named Remove End by using the Ctrl+bracket hotkey. Before we can split a piece of media, we first have to select it. So let's select the media and then use the hotkey S to split the selection. Now, we are going to move on to adjusting the duration of a media element. Let's make the left side of the media we just split shorter. To do that, first select the left side of the media by clicking it and you will see a yellow outline. Next, we are going to position our mouse to just where the media finishes, and you will see that the cursor changes into a horizontal double-headed arrow. We can adjust the duration of the media by dragging that arrow to either side. To make the media duration shorter, we remove the excess silence by dragging to the left until we reach the Remove Start marker. Now, we simply fill the gap by clicking on the media to the right and dragging it until there is no gap. Take note that when adjusting duration for media, we cannot extend the duration past its original length. To do that, we would need to extend the frame. Lastly, we are going to cover stitching. Stitching is used to combine multiple pieces of media into one. To do that, we are going to select both pieces of media that we want to stitch. To stitch, we will use the hotkey Ctrl-Alt-I or right-click on one of the selected pieces of media and select the Stitch Selected Media option. We just covered deleting, splitting, adjusting, and stitching media. These are very useful tools for editing in Camtasia Studio.